Hey, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the delay in my videos, but been like really tired this week, so just trying to knock these videos. Still one more video after this. Before this, I did a TNA video, so if you're a TNA fan, you can watch that. And after this, I'm doing a video on why the WWE Divas division sucks. So now I'm gonna try to keep this video not so long. So here's my Smackdown review for October 5th, 2012. I didn't catch the city that they were hosted in, so I have no idea where it took place from. I don't recall the name of it. But if you know, you can comment below. Basically, the show opens with the #1 contender, the Big Show, who's the World Heavyweight Champ. He's the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship at Hell in a Cell, and it's my prediction that he's going to win the belt from. He's going to beat Sheamus for the belt because Sheamus has already had the belt for a long time. Like I said, their show opens with the #1 contender Big Show. Sheamus comes out. He basically tries to give the Big Show a handshake. Big Show wasn't accepted. Then Sheamus tried to give him a handshake, and Sheamus walks off backstage, which leaves the Big Show very angry, which will come into play later on that night. There's a lot of tension between Sheamus and the Big Show during this week's SmackDown. A lot of tension, which should carry over to Monday Night Raw. I must say, if you notice that the WWE, the big screen was having some pixel troubles, because I don't know if anybody caught a glimpse of that, but there was like a little black square that was out from the pixels burnt out or something. But something that was having screen trouble. I guess the pixels burnt out in the screen or something. But that was a little side note. The first official match of the night, though, was Kofi Kingston and R-Truth versus Prime Time. Who everyone know, I say this to everyone in my videos, but I used to like Prime Time in the beginning when they were trying to make a name for themselves, but they're just too cocky, very cocky, and it's okay to be cocky, but they're like overly cocky, and I don't like that at all. But Kofi and Truth, with their respective ring attire, new. Well, R-Truth ring attire was new. Kofi was old. Attire different. Both teams were good. I must say, R-Truth is impressive for his age. I think R-Truth is in his 40s. I think, and the way R-Truth moves is just unbelievable for a man in his 40s. I mean, once wrestlers start hitting their 40s, they start slowing down. But R-Truth has been on the same level since he joined the WWE like 5 years ago. I mean, Batista's in his 40s and he's still good. Undertaker's in his 40s. He's kind of slowing down a little bit, but he's still my favorite wrestler. It was a good match. R-Truth and Kofi should have won this match. It was around 5 minutes, give or take. I'm not sure how Prime Time pulled off the win. They pulled off the win somehow. R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, they had that match. They should have won. They should have advanced in the tag team series, but they lost. Prime Time won. It was a good match. I can't deny that. It was a good match. It was. So Prime Time will advance to the tag team tournament, which will take place on Monday. I would love to see Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio win the tag team champions. I just don't know if they could beat Dan Bryan and Kane. I really don't know if they can beat them. But I'd love to see Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio as tag team partners, or at least see them go against each other. And next we have Ryback versus Primo. Now this is a match. I'm like, come on, another squash match? Like, just when Ryback was getting real components like Tenzai and stuff, they give him Primo. They should have just pulled the guy out of the audience, really. I mean, come on. At first, WWE But it could be because of the backlash that he had when he botched his move with Tensai. Because on SmackDown, he was able to pull off his finisher with Tensai. But I think on Raw, he had troubles with it. He botched his move on Raw. So I think they said, okay, he can't handle the big guys. Time to give him little guys. But why would you make him go against Primo? Like, what is Ryback proving by beating up Primo? Or beating up Heath Slater or Zack Ryder? Or some guy they fight off the street? He's not proving anything. Ryback versus Tensai was a good match. It was a squash match. And I was very surprised that Primo even lasted that long in the ring with Ryback. Ryback was doing very good. I liked him for the past 2 weeks, but now I don't like him. After he faces Primo, Ryback should be going against guys like Tensai, CM Punk, Sheamus, The Big Show, John Cena. Not these little guys. He dominated the match. Ryback won the match, of course. Then we have CM Punk arrive with Paul Heyman. I was very, very surprised to see CM Punk on SmackDown. CM Punk is a Raw superstar, so I was very surprised to see him on SmackDown. He asked one of the guys backstage where Dolph Ziggler room was at. Then we have some women's actions. WWE Divas, finally, they get some airtime. We have Layla versus Alicia Fox. It was a good match. It was back and forth. It's good that WWE are giving their divas some more airtime. Because if they only get like 2 or 3 minute matches, basically including their entrance, they need some more spotlight. And I'm doing a video after this on why the WWE Divas division sucks. I'm doing a video right after this. I must say Alicia Fox is improving her wrestling skills. For the past month, I've been saying that Alicia Fox sucks. Like, she just appeared weak, just like skinny and bones. That's all she was. She was very weak wrestler, but this week she's improved on her wrestling skills. So hopefully she continues to go up the ladder and knock down. But Layla pulled off the win. So hopefully Layla can win the WWE Divas Championship back. And I know Eve has something to do with it. I know Eve is behind Caitlyn being attacked and not champions. They say the person had blonde hair. Eve could have put a wig on. She could have put a wig on. Eve is behind it. Trust me, Eve is behind it. Then we have Wade Barrett who faces some guy. I have no idea who the guy was. Wade Barrett shouldn't even had a match. I don't even know who this kid was. He faced some guy. It's basically like Ryback's squash match. It's only 3 minutes. Wade Barrett put off the win. These two matches, I mean, the Ryback match versus Primo and Wade Barrett versus this random guy. I mean, come on. Then we had The Miz versus Sheamus. It was a good match, back and forth, champion versus champion. But the Big Show comes right out before Sheamus does the bro kick, and he just knocks The Miz out. Like, he just walks out there, knocks The Miz out, and walks away. So The Miz wins by disqualification. Now remember that. Remember this for later on my review. The Big Show comes out and knocks out The Miz. So The Miz wins by disqualification. Remember that. Remember that. Then we come back to Otunga in the ring. And I'm just happy because I'm thinking Randy Orton has come out. Oh yes. Randy Orton is like, to me, Randy Orton is the face of WWE. It's not John Cena. I know people disagree about that, but I think Randy Orton is the face of WWE. I'm thinking Randy Orton is coming out, and it's Del Rio. Randy Orton, I haven't seen Randy Orton in a week, so I thought his injury might have just been because of the storyline, but his injury could actually be real, because he hasn't been here in a week. If he's not on Monday Night Raw or on a SmackDown, hopefully he will return at Hell in a Cell. Excuse me. I was mad that Randy Orton wasn't on the SmackDown. I really was. But basically, Del Rio comes out and mocks. He makes fun of Randy Orton, basically. And then Booker T comes out and basically says that Otunga and Del Rio will face Team Hell No. Which was a good match. Cannon Dan Bryan is still dysfunctional. I have no idea how they held on to the tag team championship belts this long. It's like they are really dysfunctional, but when the time comes to do business, they do the job. They get the job done. So, you know, it's a 5-minute match, and Kane and Dan Bryan won the match. They're still dysfunctional. They need to talk to Dr. Shelby again, because those therapy sessions really were not helping. WWE should get a refund because they're just still dysfunctional. Then we have Eve backstage causing trouble with Teddy Long. Eve is a troublemaker. I really don't like Eve. I really don't. She's just causing trouble backstage between Teddy Long and Booker T. Then we had Big Show versus Tenzai, which it was it was an okay match. It could have been better. It could have been more physical. I must say, Tenzai, he knocked out some big. He started good in the match, but the Big Show just beat his body like a punching bag. The Big Show had a lot of big hits. It's basically a strength versus strength match. And right when the Big Show is about to knock out Tenzai, Sheamus comes running out in the ring. I mean, he did not stop. He just ran in the ring. Bro kicks Tenzai and just walks away like nothing happened. So Sheamus repaid the Big Show for getting his match disqualified. So Tenzai wins by disqualification, and The Miz won by disqualification. So the Big Show is very mad, and you know this tension is going to follow over to Raw and next week's SmackDown. This tension between the Big Show and Sheamus. Then we have Punk versus Ziggler. Very physical match. Basically, CM Punk, Randy Orton was on SmackDown. So my guessing is WWE sent Punk to Raw to try to replace Randy Orton. Dolph Ziggler is very impressive. Like I said, Dolph Ziggler has been very impressive ever since he won that Money in the Bank Championship match. He's been very good. My opinion is that he's going to cash in. I think he's going to cash in at the Royal Rumble. I think he's going to cash in at the Royal Rumble. I just think that for some reason. But CM Punk had a big fall during the match when they both fell off the turnbuckle and he just landed on his head. I thought CM Punk was out. I didn't think CM Punk would get up from that. I thought he would need medical attention because it looked like he was out of it. He wasn't moving. It was a very close match, but in the end, CM Punk pulled off the win. It was a good match, and towards the end of the match, CM Punk says that he will not face John Cena at Hell in a Cell. So the question is, who will CM Punk face at Hell in a Cell? Guess we have to wait till next week's SmackDown. It was a good SmackDown. I didn't like it. I was going to give it a 10 out of 10, but now thinking about it, Randy Orton wasn't there. Sin Cara wasn't there. There was no Brodus Clay. CM Punk did kind of make up for that. Sin Cara hasn't been on SmackDown for the past couple of weeks, so I'm guessing he's a Raw superstar now. No Brodus Clay. I was going to give it a 10, but those squash matches, I wanted to give it a 10 so bad, but I give it a 9.5. I can't give it a 10. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. I can't because that squash match, the matches were way better than Ryback. And then Randy Orton being injured, and then no Sin Cara or nothing. It was a good SmackDown. It was better than TNA this week. Yeah, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, 9.5. So this is my SmackDown review for October the 5th, 2012. If you like this video, you can like it. If you dislike this video, you can dislike it. Leave your comments. If it requires a response, you will give one within 24 hours. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out my channel. Like I said, if you're a TNA fan, I did a TNA Impact review before this. And after this, I'm doing a video on why the WWE Divas division sucks. So make sure you check it out.